Hello and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Hello, my name is Shanona Ray and welcome to the channel. On this channel, we focus on all things breast cancer, survival, thriving, moving forward, and most importantly, breast cancer among African American communities. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about something a little different. Today, I want to talk to you about the emotional aspect behind illness. When you're going through different things in life, ups and downs, highs and lows, emotional roller coasters, turmoil, bad relationships, your emotions are like a roller coaster. The roller coaster is going up and down, up and down, up and down. Slowly but surely, you start to feel like you're losing yourself. Have you ever felt like you didn't even know how to feel? Have you ever felt so disconnected from your emotions that you didn't even know how to feel? When I was diagnosed with breast cancer, the initial shock took me on one of those emotional roller coaster rides. Even though I knew that I was going to beat breast cancer, the emotional aspect of breast cancer was not enjoyable. It was very tumultuous and unbearable. I can recall several times I just laid in my bed, not knowing what to think, not knowing what to feel. And if you are experiencing this right now, during your journey, during your healing journey, during breast cancer, during any kind of mental, physical, and emotional illnesses, you're not alone. I laid in that bed for months, just clueless, poker-faced, blank-faced, didn't know what to do, what to think. Constantly, every time I would think about breast cancer, I always thought about, how did this happen to me? Why is this happening to me? I had no idea that behind all of that struggle and all of that triumph was going to be a happy ending. I had no idea that the emotions or lack of emotions that I felt or didn't feel was all part of God's plan. The emotional aspect of dealing with illness is not a joke. I like to think for myself personally, the fact that I didn't even know what to feel or how to feel is sort of kind of what saved my life. I didn't walk around scared. I didn't walk around with knots and balls in my stomach because I was emotionally bankrupt. Life had threw a curveball at me on top of everything else that was going on in my life. The curveball just was like the icing on the cake to me. It was just like, okay, you done been through everything else, now this. The one thing that I did learn through all of that, the emotional roller coaster, the highs and the lows, the not knowing what to feel and how to feel, or even recognizing that I didn't even know what to feel or what to think, or, I just didn't know. I just didn't know. And I know there is somebody out here that is experiencing this same dilemma. It's hard when you don't know what to feel, you are emotionally bankrupt. You are emotionally depleted. You are emotionally dysregulated. Your hormones are all over the place. Your body is going through serious changes. You can't lose weight. You can't sleep. You're having sweats, nightmares, or it just seemed like you can't catch a break. Somebody out there besides me is going through this, and I'm telling you that you can get through it. It is hard. It's going to take you to step up and for once in your life show up for you. It's going to require a lot of learning how to emotionally regulate. Your emotions have been turned off for so long, and you have been walking around functioning on autopilot, and that's not healthy. That's not the way to live. That's not how you want to show up for yourself. And as a matter of fact, staying emotionally dysregulated for too long periods of time can cause all kinds of havoc in your life. If you are emotionally dysregulated, you will start to experience some of the most horrible situations in your life. Why? Because your emotions is turned off. You don't know what to feel, how to feel. You don't even know if the feelings that you do have for certain things are even valid. It's like this: when you are emotionally dysregulated, everything that you think could be possibly good for you is the opposite. I give you an example. You know how you meet a guy and he's attractive, you're attracted to him, you think that this possibly could go somewhere. You already, in your mind, in your sick, emotionally dysregulated mind, you have already pegged this man to be the man that you want for the rest of your life. That's what I'm talking about, emotionally being dysregulated. Those butterflies that are in your stomach, because we still get signals and clues. It's just how we interpret the signals and the clues. If you are emotionally dysregulated, you're interpreting the clues and the signals all wrong. It's the exact opposite. You think that that girl is your friend? She's not. You think that some of your family members, and this is including family, you think that because some of your family members are always there cheering you on. Emotionally dysregulated people don't even realize that sometimes in certain situations, your family members is only there to cause more chaos. Your family members only come around when something is going on with you so they can have something to talk about. Emotional dysregulation will have you marry a sociopath and not even realize it. Emotions are something that need to be in check, people. You need to concentrate and focus on getting your emotions regulated. Get some therapy. If you can't afford therapy, there is so many resources and avenues out here that you can get help. Learn about emotional regulation from YouTube. While you're at it, learn about healthy relationships. Learn about narcissistic abuse. Learn about toxic friendships and family dynamics. Learn and absorb everything you can, because you have been so emotionally dysregulated for so long. And I'm just going to say this. You lack awareness. You can get played at any given time because you lack awareness. You are not keen to what's going on around you. You lack awareness on manipulation. You lack awareness on boundaries. You lack awareness on true friendships and healthy relationship dynamics. You lack awareness on getting to know who you really are as a person. All of these things are what's inside of you. This is the point of your life where you have to do your due diligence and do the best that you can to emotionally regulate. Noni, how do I emotionally regulate? First and foremost, just breathe. Take a deep breath. Emotional regulation comes when you sit there and you analyze everything that's going on around you in your environment before you take any action. Emotionally regulating yourself is going to entail you journaling. It's going to entail you checking in with yourself periodically to say, how am I feeling right now in this moment? Am I okay? When was the last time that you checked in on you and asked yourself, how are you feeling in this moment, and is everything okay? It's going to require for you to get some form of religious background. I don't know what your religious preference is, but it is going to cause you need to get grounded in some form of religious background. You need to understand that there are powers and forces at play that are a whole lot stronger than you. So you need to learn how to stay spiritually grounded, how to stay focused, how to check in with you. Make sure you are okay. Make sure you're feeling okay. Learn and educate yourself on setting up healthy boundaries. Learning when to say no when you really want to say no, but you keep saying yes. Taking the time out to spend quality time and doing the things that you enjoy, that you love, and not being manipulated to do what everybody else wants you to do, and you feeling uncomfortable but doing it anyway. Emotions will have you all over the place. Emotions will have you in the wrong job. Emotions will have you with the wrong friendship group. Emotionally irregulated will have you thinking that you're in a healthy relationship and you're really not. So people, learn about emotional regulation. Learn how to regulate your emotions so that you can check in on yourself, so that you will become more self-aware of what's going on around you. When you are emotionally regulated, it's hard for people, manipulative people, to manipulate you. When you are emotionally regulated, you can set up real boundaries in real time. You take control of your life. You take control of your dynamic. You are in the driver's seat at that point. Emotional regulation is the key. It's the key to coming back from stress. It's the key to coming back from depression. It's the key to coming back from toxicity and toxic people, places, abusers, relationship dynamics, friendships, and family members. Learn how to emotionally regulate people. There are so many opportunities out here. There are so many different individuals that have the knowledge about emotional regulation and how to emotionally regulate. There's a gentleman by the name of Dr. Richard Grannon. He is an excellent tool. He has an excellent program on how to emotionally regulate people. You are not going to get better. You are not going to heal. You are not going to be the best version of yourself and the best version that you know that you can be for yourself. You will not be able to be the walking example that you know you are destined to be if you don't emotionally regulate. Journal. Take time for you. Exercise. Drink as much water as you possibly can. Set boundaries. Learn how to say no. Emotional regulation is not just for you. It's going to help so many people. It's going to help you in a sense of, once you really learn how to emotionally regulate and get yourself together, you will be unstoppable. You become the force. You are no longer the one that's in the passenger seat, just letting life drive you around and drive you into an oblivion. When you are emotionally regulated, you take back your power and control. Emotionally regulate. Find out how. Find out the answers that you're seeking. The answers are out here. Do the research, people. Emotionally regulate so that you can have the life that you always dreamed of. Emotionally regulate so that you can be a walking example of what a healthy person looks like and stands for. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Namaste.